Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Maniya here and I am back with another video. Today is my 17-week update. I am now 18 weeks and 3 days, I believe. It's just a couple of things that have happened in this last week that I am a little surprised about. One big thing is I can't bend over while I tie my shoes pretty much. I feel the discomfort. I can feel that, there's something stopping me. I feel like I shouldn't be doing this. It's not like an emotional feeling, it's a physical feeling. Like there is something in my stomach that is now big enough to block me from really bending over. So now I have to put my foot up on a chair when I want to tie my shoes or do something like that. When I was at work the other day, I had a really sharp pain in my butt and a little bit of back pain. It was kind of piercing to the point where my mom has sciatica, I believe that's what it's called, and she was very, very descriptive on what it feels like, and she said it felt like a sharp needle coming from her butt down to the back of her leg, and that's exactly what I felt at work. I think it was mostly just because I was, standing up for a long time, which I'm trying not to do very often at work. I try to sit down as much as possible. So I also had another moment at work where I was, just standing, at my post, and this is at my other job, and I felt this tickling around my belly button. It was so weird. So it kind of feels like he's messing with my belly button, and it's kind of it was funny, it was making me laugh. So I'm sitting there just, minding my own business, and then I started laughing because I felt like someone was tickling my stomach from the inside. It was such a crazy feeling. Pretty much the last thing that happened this week is I finally figured out what I'm going to do with my maternity leave, how I'm going to figure that out. I talked to a couple of people over the phone that help you with that, and they gave me some really cool steps, so I'm excited to finally know how things are going to go for after I have the baby and how work is going to flow. I have some facts about the baby just because I didn't have much to say this week. The baby is the size of a pear or a pomegranate. The baby can now flex and extend the limbs. It can play with the hands and form a fist. The baby is practicing making facial expressions. Things that, it's kind of so hard to believe that, there's someone inside me. Every day I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, there's a child inside of me. And then I feel these flutters, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Something that's really cool that's been happening is he moves when he hears certain people. Just now, I felt a little something when his dad speaks to him. He moves a little bit. When my mom, I told you how last week my mom was talking close to my stomach on the phone, and he moved a little bit. So when he hears, voices that sound comforting or familiar to him, he'll make a little adjustment inside of me, which I think is so cute. Something else that we've been doing is a lot of walking. Last week I talked about how I was all this gas want to come up now. I talked about how I was nervous about the pushing of him coming out of me and the labor process. I kind of got rid of that anxiety now. It's more I've gotten to the point where it's what am I so scared of? That's kind of how I feel now. I've been doing some exercises to help open me up. I was doing a little bit of squatting, which I don't know if I still want to do because it's really hard for me to get up. I did a lot of walking. I've been walking recently. My boyfriend's very patient with me with walking around. We walked a lot the other day. Sometimes when I walk for a long periods of time, I start to feel pressure in the bottom of my stomach, so I think that's the baby saying, yo, mom, chill. You need to sit down for a little bit. You're doing too much. So, I try not to walk for too long, but I do want to walk to open myself up as much as possible. I looked up how I could stretch myself out, like, physically. I saw that you can do an actual inside stretch. I don't know if this is too much information, but you literally take two fingers and you put them inside and you stretch them down almost to your butt area, and you just rub along the walls of your vagina till you feel tingling, and that pretty much stretches you out until you don't feel the tingling. That's when you stop. And then I've been trying to do that every day. I kind of stopped, not that I just didn't want to do it anymore, but I didn't know if it was really helping. I don't know. I'm not very consistent sometimes with the things that I say that I want to start doing. I'm trying to be more consistent. I definitely want to eventually go to a gym and do some workouts there to open me up. Like, I'm trying to prepare my body and relax my body as much as possible. But at this point, it's like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm now, 5 months, so I'm at my half mark, and all I can think about is, how is life going to be when he's actually here, not more just like what I'm going to go through when he's coming. I'm trying to think about when he's here to calm myself down. So yeah, that's pretty much my 17-week update. I have my next doctor's appointment in about a week and a half. I think by the time that comes, it'd be time for my 18-week update. So yeah, I'm trying to balance this out. I feel like I'm so off schedule to the point where I try to write down as much as I can as I'm going through the process of the week, but then I get things confused with prior weeks, and because I'm already on 3 days in my 18 week, there's things that are happening that I want to mention now, but I have to save that for my 17 weeks, so it always feels like I don't have much to say. I don't know, maybe I'm just babbling. I don't know. I'm all over the place with this pregnancy. This is just one of the crazy experiences I've ever been in. Another thing that's been going on is I'm trying to become a maternity model. I've been emailing agencies for the last couple of days trying to see if anybody is interested in working with me and sending me some maternity work. I found an agency that actually works with maternity models. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. I'm hoping that, someone, sees my pictures and goes, oh yeah, I have work for her, or I would love to work with her. I would love to get into maternity modeling. I think it's so beautiful to, do something that you like to do with your child. I'm definitely going to be doing acting jobs with my child. There's so many newborn castings that I'm so excited for him to get here, and because I'm definitely going to be taking him with me to jobs. I'm just, I'm trying to, get things started now that I'm pregnant. I would think there would be so much work for someone like me because, 1 minute someone's pregnant and they're working for you, and the next minute they're having their baby, so you need to fill in those spots. I would think it would be a lot more easier, but I don't know. It's been less than a week since I've been applying, so I guess I just need to slow down and be patient. But I really hope I get the opportunity to be a maternity model at some point during this pregnancy. But that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.